high above ice level at the Burlington Ice Palace. Anthony Matos here taking you through what should be an exciting matchup between two old rivals. Those visiting Stoneham Spartans coming off of an 8-0 win against Triton Regional High School. And your Burlington Red Devils coming off of a 6-0 win over Belmont High School. 5-0 win against Belmont High School. Thank you. Brady Costas running camera. He'll tune in from time to time on color commentary. Brady, what can we expect tonight?
Fast-paced offense from both teams, I'm assuming, because both teams coming off of shutouts. Of course, 8-0, 5-0 against some schools who I don't know if they're good or not, but that's momentum both teams are carrying from last game, and it's they're going to ride off of that.
This one should be fun, Brady. Starting lines: Jack Sinagra in net for Stoneham. It'll be Chris Giacchetto, Sonny Saprito, Christian Mendez, Bryce Leonard, and Dylan Krasko. As for the Devils, Aiden Shanahan, Jake Robitaille, Ryan McQuinney, Nick Tulipano, Aiden Scalia, and Colin McLeod between the pipes with 2 shutouts already on the season. Already Stoneham in the attacking zone. Wrist shot on McLeod, and right away he's got his first save of the contest. Shot on net by Bryce Leonard. Stoneham in their usual blue and whites, Burlington in their home whites. Burlington shooting right to left, Stoneham left to right. Face off with Sonny Saprito and Nick Tulipano. Tulipano wins the draw. Stoneham gains possession at the blue line. Shot on McLeod again, and he makes another save. Chris Giacchetto from the blue line. 20 seconds in, and Stoneham already putting a lot of pressure on this Burlington team. We'll do it again with the 2 centers. Shanahan wins the draw right away. The Devs trying to take possession. Stoneham dumps the puck in. Not trying to get a line change. We're getting a little physical there in the neutral zone. Goes back to Scalia. Scalia nearly losing possession. Gains possession. Now back to the blue line. Stoneham's got to clear it out. It's back to Christian Mendez. In the neutral zone, dump the puck in. Taking possession, Jake Robitaille. Robitaille across midline to Tulipano. Tulipano on his backhand. Tulipano getting to his forehand wrist shot. And Jack Sinagra will cover his post. We'll have a face-off to his right. Not even a minute in. We got a couple shots on net. Should be fun. A very packed house on a Saturday afternoon during Christmas break for everyone. Happy holidays and Happy New Year if I don't see you then. Stuck in the left wing corner now. Back behind the net, sent around the boards. Getting possession is Shanahan. And now back for McElroy on the forecheck. Behind the net. Goes over to Andrew Pagizzi. Here come the Spartans trying to get it out of their own zone, and they do. Goes over to Andrew Pagizzi. Pagizzi trying to gain possession against Jake Griffin, the goal scorer. The last time we heard, it's in front. Shot on McLeod gets blocked in front by Logan Nestor. Behind McLeod now. It's in front. Burlington's there. And poking it back in the zone, Michael Taranto. Goes back for Jake Griffin. Griffin getting possession. Griffin, he's small, but he's powerful. He's got a great shot. And McElroy puts the puck in the zone. Goes back to Marco Carbo. McElroy, great forecheck. Spartans gain possession, but Burlington, being as physical as they are, James Gordon from the blue line, and it goes over to Matthew Olmschneider in the right corner. Shot goes way wide, and the Spartans now 1-on-4 the other way, just dump the puck down in the neutral zone. Goes over to Aiden Scalia, who loses it. Shot on McLeod way wide. Stoneham gets a line change. Burlington trying to take advantage. It's back behind McLeod again. And the Spartans continue to have great offensive zone time here. As the hit by James Gordon in that corner. More hits and more hits. James Gordon laying it out today. We have a fight now. We got to break that up with Joey Wilson. And this is James Gordon. Cross ice score! Matthew Olmschneider gets us started. 1-0 Devs. Gordon to Olmschneider at 2:41. top, Timmy. A lot of local newspapers very high on this Burlington team. A couple seasons ago, they moved down to D2, and this might be the year. They are on top of D2. Matthew Olmschneider, a freshman making varsity. Tulipano's got it. Goes back to Jake Robitaille. Over to Tulipano. Tulipano's got wheels. Tulipano behind the back. Cross-ice pass. Trying to find McQuinney. It goes wide. Gordon trying to keep it in the zone. McQuinney, he does. And the Spartans now will try and keep possession. It gets poked away by Tulipano. Tulipano still got it. Dumped in front. It's still loose in front. It's still loose. It's in front. And it goes in. We have a goal. It was tipped in by someone. McQuinney or Tulipano's got it. It's going to be McQuinney. It's 2-0. Don't mind if I do with some loose change. The captain McQuinney doubles the scoring. Immediate timeout by the Spartans, as they should. 2 quick goals, Brady, and you were right.
I figured I was going to be right, but this is a lot more physical than I expected it to be. Burlington came out guns a-blazing like it's WrestleMania.
Really physical, especially in that corner leading up to the goal, but just magical stuff there from Olmschneider, the freshman forward.
Burlington goal scored by number 11, Ryan McWhitty. Assisted number 17, Nick Tulipano, number 3, Ian Shannon. Time of the goal, 3 minutes, 24
Make sure it's tight.
McWhitty from Tulipano and Shanahan at 3:23 in the first period.
Stoneham obviously talking over, trying to get a stop against this Burlington team. 2 goals, not even 4 minutes in. Stoneham might be in for a long night. Gaining possession is the captain, Michael Taranto. Taranto sends it way high off the boards and back to the neutral zone. From their own zone, Christian Mendez dumps the puck in. Cosmo Ciccarello, we have an offsides, and he falls over after the fact. Physicality is the name of the game. When they were here a couple days ago against Arlington, that was really the main thing. I'd have to estimate 4 or 5 roughing penalties, and Stoneham gets their first big opportunity of the day. Wyatt Condon's going to the box. 5-on-4 for Stoneham. Trying to take advantage. On the face-off, Andrew Puglisi. Here we go, the Spartans with possession. Burlington in their square. Score! Stoneham responds right away. Noah Minsk. Correction, Bryce Leonard. He has his jersey tucked in, my apology. Bryce Leonard, not even 10 seconds in, goes stick side on McLeod, and it's back to a 1-goal game. We are in for a treat if this is the name of the game. Face-off won by the Spartans. It goes back to the right wing circle. Stuck in the corner. Devs will try and gain possession. Gordon does. Gordon sends it back around for Broadnelli, who can't control it. And here come the Spartans. Pass across the neutral zone. Immediately there is Scalia. Scalia trying to gain possession. The Spartans do instead. Instead it goes back behind McLeod. Robitaille on the forecheck. Scalia taking it up the left wing. Cross ice trying to find Olmschneider. Instead, it finds Jake Robitaille. Back by the Burlington bench. Dev's trying to clear it out of their attacking zone, and it goes over to Broadnelli. Giacomo Broadnelli on his backhand, now his forehand. Broadnelli dumps it back. Shot on net, pushed aside. Aiden Scalia. Here come the Spartans, 3-on-2 the other way. Chris Giacchetto loses it and is trying to gain possession back and can't. As Nick Tulipano goes back to neutral zone. 3 Spartans on the puck. And Tulipano, great stick checking, and that's going to be a penalty on Tulipano. And Stoneham, with their great power play the last time, looks to even this one up. It's going to be a slash on Tulipano. Back we go to 5-on-4. Wyatt Condon and Sonny Saprioto. Condon wins it for the Devs and goes back to the blue line. They reset. On the left wing circle, shot on the cloud, and another goal! I think that was Leonard again. It was in fact Bryce Leonard, and we're all tied up at 2. The Stoneham power play. Get it to Leonard, he'll rip it. Stick side on McLeod. And what was going to be a barn burner has turned into a shootout. 5:05 in, we have 4 goals. Devs win the draw, trying to respond to Stoneham's response of 2 goals. Goes back to Scalia at the face-off circle. Unable to get a shot on net was Cosmo Ciccarello. Scalia, backhand pass, Broadnelli. Broadnelli loses his footing. And Stoneham's got it on the break. Shot on McLeod, way too high. Michael Taranto, unable to get one on McLeod. Instead, it's Olmschneider, cross ice to Scalia. Scalia taking it up, unable to put that one on net. Goes back to Broadnelli behind the net with Olmschneider. Olmschneider tries to front it. Cosmo Ciccarello is there. Broadnelli spins around, line change to the Devs, and the Spartans look to counter. Instead, the Devs get the line change off. Puck dumped in by Taranto. Goes back to Condon. Condon, we have a broken board here. That is not good. We have a broken board by the fans, and we're going to have to clean that up. We do have to clean that up. My goodness. Everything happening today. And that's going to cause a little bit of a delay here. Well, this should be fun. So we'll catch you on the flip side. Back now, ladies and gentlemen. I have been doing commentary the last 2 or so minutes with no connection. My apologies. We do have a board in the way of the net. The Burlington, the Stoneham shooting net. You have to take my word for it. Cross ice pass, just wide. Leonard would have had a first period hat trick. Goes across to Broadnelli. Broadnelli across the blue line, would have been off and poked away from Leonard. Puck goes into, and it stays in actually. Poked away by Olmschneider. Goes back to McLeod. We'll have icing. 5:37 to go. We'll try the Burlington side.
See like in that back area.
You want to do it? You want to do it over there?
That might be your best option. It's just not going to be much because we don't
We'll try it. Face-off won by the Devils. Tulipano gaining possession on the boards. And a fight for it was Aiden Shanahan. Loose in front, poked free by Ryan Day. And taking measurements now on that board is Sean Hartz. Back to Shanahan. In the neutral zone, poking it free, McQuinney. McQuinney dumps it down. No bites. Ryan Day, the hockey player, not the coach. And going back for it is Robitaille. Robitaille will gain possession against Cosmo Ciccarello. Ciccarello in front, no one there. And now back at the blue line. Tulipano up to Shanahan. Shanahan in front of 3 Stoneham Spartans. Another hit on that same board. That board is taking a beating. Now in that left corner. 4:30 to go in the period. It's in front, gets blocked. And here come the Devils. It's McElroy. McElroy trying to gain possession. Gets his stick lifted. Puck is loose in front. 4 Spartans there. McElroy somehow gets it behind the net. And the puck is cleared. No icing. Going to retrieve it is Logan Nestor. Nestor up to Griffin. Griffin up to McElroy. McElroy enters the zone. And offside by about half a skate. 4:03 to go in the period. All knotted up at 2. Anthony Matos, Brady Casas chime in from time to time, running our camera today. 2 goals within the first 5 minutes, and nothing since. Well, a broken board. Other than that, no goals. McElroy getting possession in the neutral zone. Puck floats back and retrieved by Logan Nestor. Nestor's got it behind the net. Nestor cross ice finds Griffin a little too far in front of him. Puck dumped in again. McElroy, correction, McLeod. Trying to catch Broadnelli fresh off the bench with the puck. No bite there. A little bit of a turnover here. Spartans gain possession. Wrist shot, score! What a goal from Stoneham! That looked like Dante Guarino. Instead, it's Sonny Soprito. And Stoneham with 3 unanswered makes it 3-2. A giveaway in the neutral zone. And again, McLeod is beaten stick side. That's the 3rd time he's been beat stick side today. And the Spartans with 1 win on the year, coming off an 8-0 win. Have now 3 goals in the first period. And that shot way too high from Ryan Day. You couldn't see it because of the board, but I will assure you there was a goal. Second period should be a lot clearer, ladies and gentlemen. I will assure you that. Face-off won by the Devils. Goes back for Scalia. There's Olmschneider, surrounded by 3 Spartans. Here come the Spartans. The neutral zone, dump the puck in, and McLeod goes to retrieve it. He leaves it for McElroy. Given away, it's in front. Still loose in front. And McLeod maintains his post. Very dangerous there for Maiden McLeod. Colin McLeod. I do that every time. I get him confused with his brother. Grew up playing baseball with his brother Aiden. Tulipano and Bryce Leonard. Leonard wins it, goes back to McLeod. He makes a save. Tulipano tries to clear the zone. He can't. And now back to the red line. And Robitaille with a little scuffle there behind the net. 2:35 to go in the period. And we are going to get another power play. Or we're going to get 4-on-4. We're going to get 4-on-4. Sonny Saporito and Jake Robitaille, which I assume will be for fighting. We'll have 5-on-5. But Saporito and Robitaille in the box. Devils win the draw behind their own net. Goes over to Ryan McQuinney. McQuinney fighting for it with Christian Mendez. Mendez still has it. And gaining possession now is Logan Nestor. Nestor, Tulipano off his stick. Regaining possession, Aiden Healy. Healy has it. Healy trying to one-man band the puck, can't. Healy still has possession. It goes to Tulipano. Tulipano back up top of the blue line. Shot way wide from Aiden Shanahan. Puck kept in the zone. It's roughing on the 2 penalties. Pushed aside by Sinagra. We have 1:48 to go in the period. Goes back to Michael Taranto. 2-on-2 the other way. It's a little too much. It's not. Wrist shot on McLeod, and he manages the 5-hole very well. Cosmo Ciccarello tried to go 5-hole. We're on pace for 15 goals, Brady. This should be fun. We will figure it out after the period. Face-off won by the Devils. Gaining possession, Jack Tirabassi. Shot on McLeod, doesn't reach him. Back all the way around the boards is Brandon DeRosa. Regaining possession, Joey Wilson. Wilson to Tirabassi. Tirabassi. Forward for Scalia. Instead gaining possession is DeRosa. DeRosa stolen away by a Spartan. We have offsides. 1:06 to go in the period. Burlington heavily favored in this one. And now we'll have a power play. The Devs with their first power play of the night. Trying to match Stoneham. They went 2 for 2. And it's Bryce Leonard, the 2 of the 3 Stoneham goals. So the Devs have their top power play line out there. And winning the draw is Shanahan. Goes back up top, Olmschneider over to Tulipano. Tulipano at the top. Finding Shanahan. Shanahan, low slot, shoots! Loose in front, save made. Sinagra. 52.7 to go, 147 on the power play. It'll be Gordon on the draw with Ciccarello. And Gordon wins the draw, goes back to Tulipano. Over to Olmschneider, back to Tulipano. Tulipano, Shanahan. Shanahan, Tulipano. Tulipano waits. Shanahan. Shanahan. Tulipano. Tulipano, wrister! Another save made. And Gordon might be going to the box. We might have 4-on-4. We will have 4-on-4. Gordon to the box. It's getting pretty crowded in there. We'll have 4-on-4 for a minute and a half. This will carry into the second period if no one scores. Face-off won by the Spartans. It's a slash on Gordon. And we'll have 4-on-4. A lot more ice to play with here for both teams for the next minute 17. Puck dumped down to McLeod, 17 to go in the period. Back down to McElroy. Or Scalia. Scalia waiting. Scalia, 4 seconds. And entering the zone, McElroy won't get a shot off. That'll do it. 1 period in the books at the Ice Palace. We have a good one. The visiting Spartans 3, Burlington 2. 4-on-4 for 54 seconds when we come back for the second period. Should be fun. Stay tuned. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second period of action here. Burlington Ice Palace will have 4-on-4 action in this 3-2 contest. Burlington Red Devils, Stoneham Spartans, both teams coming off big shutout wins. Stoneham 8-0, Burlington 5-0. Anthony Matos with a hint of Brady Costas here. Hey, not with a stick is loose. I thought that was the puck over there. It wasn't. We switch sides. The board is fixed. Goes up to Tulipano. Shot save made by Sinagra. 13 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey. Very exciting period of hockey in that first period. More to come in this second period. 3-2 Stoneham. It's going to be Wyatt Condon on the draw. Condon wins it for the Devs. It's still at the blue line. Over to Aiden Healy. Healy nearly loses it. Stoneham takes possession. 4 seconds left on the power play. They're going to get possession of it. 30 seconds of a Stoneham power play, and it's a turnover right away. Gaining possession is Michael Taranto. Stoneham trying to run their offense. Shot on McLeod, hits the ceiling, and will reset. That was Marco Carbo. 15 seconds left in the power play. This point last period, it was 1-0. 1:10 into the period, 3-2. It'll be McElroy on the draw. And McElroy wins it for the Devs and sends it into the Stoneham bench. 4 seconds off the power play. We'll do it again. Cosmo Ciccarello and Ryan McElroy. Puck is dropped. McElroy wins it. Devs trying to clear the zone to burn off this penalty, and they do. That'll do it. Great penalty kill from the Devs. And the first time Stoneham has not scored on man advantage. They were 2 for 2 going into that one. Spartans nearly turn it over in their own zone. And now they have 3-on-2 the other way. Great cross-ice pass. Couldn't find the stick of Andrew Puglisi. Now in the right wing circle. A fight for it on the left boards. It's gained by Jake Griffin. Griffin, McElroy. McElroy has it. Shot. Way wide. Gaining possession is Gordon. Gordon finding Robitaille. Robitaille sends it around the boards. Olmschneider tips it free. And the Spartans clear the zone barely. It's in the neutral zone now. Goes back to Scalia. Scalia, McElroy. McElroy dumps the puck in. And Sinagra has seen enough. He'll cover it. 2:08 gone in the period. 3-2 game, 12:52 to go, second period. Face off to the left of Sinagra. And getting kicked out was Sonny Saprito. Winning it is Olmschneider. Back on the low circle. Olmschneider on the boards. Fighting for it with Gordon. Gordon has it, and the Spartans will clear the zone. Taking it up one-man band is Bryce Leonard. Leonard has 2 goals today, both in the power play. McLeod maintains his post, and it'll go to Joey Wilson. Wilson up to Olmschneider. Olmschneider cross-ice Broadnelli. Giacomo Broadnelli gaining the zone. Broadnelli tries to shoot. Couldn't get it on net. He still has the puck. Broadnelli finds Healy. Healy tries to send down Cannons. Gordon. Gordon. Cross ice. That's Wilson. Wilson down in front. Nothing there. Up ice wide open. This is Leonard. Leonard shoots. McLeod gets enough of it. Puck dumped in. Deflected in front before it got to him. And the Devs on the counter. Pass too much for Shanahan, and it'll be offsides. We are getting really physical here. Even the refs have to scream, relax, as Aiden Healy comes off. As we are in the Stoneham fan section over here. Very passionate fans, those Spartans fans. Always fun. Goes back to McLeod's net. Sent around by Michael Bannister. And the Spartans try to keep the zone. Nestor, a little bit of shoving. Finding it is McQuinney. McQuinney to Tulipano. Tulipano Stick handling, Tulipano losing it. And sent back up top, it's Healy. Healy sends it down and around the boards to Aiden Shanahan. Spartans gain possession to the left of Sinagra. And back around goes McQuinney. McQuinney back to Tulipano. Tulipano has it. Barely keeping it in is Bannister. Bannister dumps it in. Falls over. Still in. We're going to have a penalty on Stoneham. Burlington on the power play. Matthew McCone to the box, and Burlington will have their third power play of the day. They're 0 for 2. Second power play of the day. They're 0 for 1. It's going to be a cross check on McCone, and the Devs power play needs to step up here to try and even this game. Puck is dropped. Gordon wins it. Goes back to Tulipano. Tulipano across to Robitaille. Robitaille pass deflected. Olmschneider back to Scalia. Scalia. Tulipano. And a slap shot. Loose in front. Nothing there. Stoneham clears the zone. And Burlington will reset behind McLeod. Tulipano takes it up. Nick Tulipano, one-man band to the blue line. Nick Tulipano gets in front and couldn't get a shot on net. Gordon has it instead. And Stoneham again clears the zone. Goes back to Colin McLeod. McLeod leaves it for Robitaille. Robitaille nearly turning it over. Instead, it's on the stick of Olmschneider. Olmschneider the other way. Finding Scalia. Aiden Scalia. Waiting. Scalia waiting. Leaves it in front for no one. Tulipano somehow keeps it in the zone instead of leaves the zone. We reset. Tulipano tried into the zone. Couldn't get off the ice in time. Was McQuinney. Face off at center ice. 49 seconds left in the power play. 9:30 to go in the second period. Rodnelli and Dylan Krasko on the face-off. Rodnelli wins it for the Devs. Goes back to Wyatt Condon. Condon will retrieve. Condon to Nestor. Logan Nestor crosses the neutral zone. Nestor getting stick checked all over the place. Goes back to Wyatt Condon. Aiden Shanahan. Shanahan couldn't get anything on net, and the Spartans clear the zone. Back to McLeod. 20 seconds left. One last chance. It's Condon falling over, entering the zone. There's a shot. It rolls just wide. That was Logan Nestor. McElroy to Condon, back to McElroy. 4 seconds. Over to Condon. Condon, top of the circle. It's in front, nothing there. McElroy regains possession, and the Stoneham Spartans clear it. Here they come, and it's offsides by 1.5 miles. I don't know what that was for, Stoneham crowd. Cooper Shanick was way offsides as Bryce Leonard looked for the hat trick. 8:33 to go, still 2-3. And the Devils win the draw. It goes back to Jake Griffin. And Griffin sends it down the length of the ice. And Stoneham will clear it back to the blue line, but Robitaille has it. Jake Robitaille has it. And still going. Puck dumped down by McQuinney. Jake Griffin looking to retrieve it. Jake Griffin loses a tire. Goes back to the blue line, sent back around the boards to Griffin. Griffin trying to keep possession, does. Still stuck in the corner, goes back to Tulipano, up top, Scalia. Scalia, Robitaille, wrister, nothing there. Stoneham tries to clear, goes back to Scalia. Scalia on net, save made, loose in front. Tulipano shot, put aside. And the puck continues to stay in the zone. Now goes back to Stoneham. It's down ice for Giacchetto. Giacchetto in front. It's still loose in front. Wraparound chance, nothing there. Here comes Scalia. Scalia 1-on-4 the other way. Dumps it down to Olmschneider. Couldn't do anything with it. Spartans try into the zone. Nothing there. James Gordon fighting for it. And offsides the call. A little bit more than halfway done with the game, 3-2. What a sequence of events that was for both sides. And Stoneham, I believe Stoneham has an injury. I think that's what the delay here is for. Stoneham has 5. Everyone better get to the bench. They will. And we'll restart. Cosmo Ciccarello and James Gordon. Just outside the Burlington attacking zone. Gordon will win the draw. Goes back to Healy. Healy misses it. Instead of retrieved by Michael Taranto. Goes right in front. McLeod will cover that one up. 6:57 to go. Loosen it, loosen it. Pays off one by the Spartans. Shot on net blocked by Healy. Dumping the puck down. Retrieved by DeRosa. DeRosa losing his tire. DeRosa again. Back to Broadnelli. Broadnelli, nothing there. It's in front. Still in front. Shot. McLeod makes the save. Dylan Krasko had all the room in the world, and McLeod was not fooled. He has tightened up since those 3 goals. Stoneham will lose the draw. Devs have it. Goes back to Bannister. Bannister behind the net. On his backhand. Finds Shanahan. Losing it in front. And now Stoneham's got it. Shot on McLeod. Save made. Bannister clears the zone. McElroy tips it forward. That's Condon. Wyatt Condon. In front. Pushed aside. Goes back to McElroy. McElroy. Nothing there. And that is Shanahan. Still loose. Stoneham eventually gains possession. In the neutral zone now. One-man band. There's Michael Taranto. Nothing there. Big hit on the boards. Goes back to Shanahan. Controls it. Shanahan finds Condon. Wyatt Condon. Self-pass off the boards into the corner now. Condon, big hit. And poke checked away by McQuinney. McQuinney, it's in front. McQuinney gets it to his forehand, tries to anyway. Goes back to Robitaille. Robitaille right to the chest of Sinagra. 5:23 to go. Face off to the left of Sinagra. It'll be Tulipano and Saporito. Tulipano wins it. Back to Griffin. And unable to find Robitaille on the back pass. Cross ice. Stolen away by Scalia. Stoneham immediately gains possession. Goes to Jake Griffin. Griffin shot way wide. And Scalia trying to gain on the puck. He does. No icing here. 5 minutes to go. Second period. Off the boards, it's Robitaille. Top of the slot, nothing there. Finds Griffin. Griffin Still has it. Jake Griffin all alone. Griffin to Tulipano, nothing. Still loose in front, goes back to Scalia, and it exits the zone. Burlington resets. Robitaille. Griffin falling over. Griffin stick check, wide open net shoot. McLeod with the save. Sonny Saporito wanted one. And McLeod said no. 4:26 to go. Second period, 3-2, Stoneham. No goals, a lot of action in this one. In this second period. Gordon wins the draw against Antonio Carpentieri. And there is Olmschneider. Olmschneider has wheels. Olmschneider dumps the puck in. Broadnelli going to retrieve it. He does, it's in front, tries the wraparound, nothing there. Up top, it's Nestor. Nestor, way wide. Back to Gordon. Gordon in the left corner. Falls over, retrieved by Ryan Day. Day floats the puck way up, and it'll be icing. 3:50 to go. .350 to go, 3-2 Stoneham. It'll be Wyatt Condon on the draw. Stoneham wins it. Back to the blue line, wrist shot. It'll trickle in. It will. Yes! Wyatt Condon tips it home, and we are tied. It trickles by Sinagra. Wyatt Condon ties this game at 3. What a sequence. And it all started with McLeod on the other end, making the big 2-on-0 save. And we have a hockey game. 3-3. Wins the face-off. Gets it to the top. Trickles through. Condon finishes the job. Immediately entering the zone is Leonard. Nothing there. Tipping it forward to McElroy. 3-on-4 the other way. This is Shanahan. Shanahan turning the corner, falling over. And no penalty there. It's in front. Scalia was not there. And Aiden Scalia on the assist along with McElroy. 3:15 to go. Finds Shanahan. Shanahan gets a poked free. Right behind him was Robitaille. Goes back to Scalia. Scalia sends it all the way down. Wrist shot way wide, or should be slap shot. Up top to Giacchetto. Giacchetto into the Stoneham bench. And out of play. 2:52 to go, 3-3 game. Tulipano on the face-off. And Jake Griffin has it. Griffin to Healy. Healy off the boards. And here come the Spartans, but right there is Logan Nestor to clear the zone. Tulipano 3-on-2 the other way. Nick Tulipano enters the zone, wrist shot way wide. Here come the Spartans now. Poked away from Antonio Carpentieri. In front, no one home. Cooper Schnick. On net, tipped, nothing there. Here come the Devs, another 3-on-2. Tulipano on his forehand, wrist shot, save made. Loose change, no one to tap it home. Tulipano trying to gain possession. Tipped free, slap shot way high from Olmschneider. Keeping it in the zone is Robitaille. And now goes back to McLeod. 1:48 to go. Scalia in front of his net. Aiden Scalia. Broadnelli trying to find Scalia again, turns it over. And Burlington being sloppy here. Instead it finds Gordon. Gordon using his speed. James Gordon to his forehand. Gordon shot blocked in front. Christian Mendez. Back to Gordon. Gordon on net. Save made. Loose in front. Nothing there. Loose rebound. Gordon couldn't tap it home. Off the boards. Goes back to Healy. Scalia. Down behind the net. Stoneham tries to clear the zone, and they do. Goes back to the neutral zone. Healy tips it forward. Back to Gordon. Under a minute to go. Gordon, Scalia. Scalia to the red line. Scalia dumps the puck in, and that is gloved and dropped by Jackson Agro. Here come the Spartans. 2-on-2 the other way. Great defense from Nestor. Didn't let him get a shot off. Back to Healy. Broadnelli retrieves it. Broadnelli to Gordon. James Gordon, 3-on-2. Gordon weaving. Gordon on his forehand gets boxed out. Gordon looking for a pass, nothing there. 2-on-2 for Stoneham. On the forehand, shot blocked by Nestor. 15 seconds to go. Setting it around. Condon, Shanahan, McElroy, nothing there. Tipped up, doesn't hit the ceiling. 5 seconds to go. Nestor looking, Nestor shooting off the side of the net. That'll do it. We're in for a treat in the third period. We are tied 3-3. Should be fun. Anthony Matos, Brady Casas. 3-3, Stoneham Burlington. Back on the flash. All right, ladies and gentlemen, third period of a wild one at the Ice Palace. Burlington tied it at 3. Thanks to Wyatt Condon picking up some loose change. Aiden McLeod was locked down in that third period. Hopefully that continues. We're back to the way we started. Back in period number 1. Basically a tie game.
Colin McLeod?
Colin McLeod. Oh my gosh, I keep saying Aiden. It's back behind Sinagra. Retrieved by Olmschneider. The Devs keep it in the zone. It's Olmschneider trying to get to his forehand. Instead, it's Gordon. Gordon goes wide, and Olmschneider couldn't tap it home. Cleared down the ice. We might have an icing, and we will. Colin McLeod really tightened things up. Only faced 5 shots in that second period. Stopped all 5. The Devs really got to take advantage of their own power plays. It'll be Cosmo Ciccarello and Ryan McQuinney. And McQuinney wins it. Tulipano shot, save made. Goes back to McQuinney. McQuinney leaves it. Jake Griffin. Griffin in front trying to find Tulipano, nothing there. Tulipano back up top. Shot on, way wide. Griffin has it. Griffin looking for the wraparound. Griffin up top. Nestor. Nestor on net. Deflected wide. Another shot, that time by Healy, nothing there. Trying to clear the zone. Stoneham, they can't. Goes to Tulipano. It's on his forehand. Tulipano way wide. And Stoneham finally clears the zone. No icing here. So the Devs have to chase it down. It's Healy. Healy will chase it down. Goes back to McQuinney. Stoneham gets it way wide on that shot by Daniel Guarino. Griffin has it, tries the cross-ice pass, goes into the skate of a Spartan. The other way, it's Nestor. To McQuinney. McQuinney dumps the puck in. Devs go for a quick line change. Stoneham has their defensive zone. Entering the zone. Noah Minsk gets it stolen away by Condon. Now it's to Scalia. McElroy all alone. McElroy, shot. Glove save made. Sinagra. Might have been a little high, but Sinagra tracked it down. And we'll do it again. 2:13 in. It's been a lot of offensive zone time for the Devs. Trying to put the finishing touches on another win. Looking for their first home win on the year. Goes back to McElroy. Over to Shanahan. Shanahan. Scalia. Shanahan. Shanahan. Lots of traffic. McElroy in front for no one. Stolen away by Bryce Leonard. Leonard down ice for no one. And Scalia still has it. Scalia dumps it down for the Spartans. Scalia still has it at his own blue line. Goes to Shanahan. A little too fancy there from Condon. He still gets it. Condon has it on his forehand to Shanahan. Shanahan couldn't get a shot on net. Back to the blue line. Robitaille. Back to the red line. Stoneham puts it in front, in the middle for no one. Over to the stick of Andrew Puglisi. Puglisi on McLeod. Nice easy save. He'll dump it over to Joey Wilson. Wilson behind the net. And Broadnelli couldn't control it. A stick lift there. And it'll be Robitaille again. Robitaille chasing it down. Stolen away by James Gordon. Gordon to Broadnelli. Giacomo Broadnelli on his backhand. Now his forehand! Did it sneak in? No. Under the pad of Sinagra. Giacomo Broadnelli, the captain. Now it's Gordon on the faceoff with Ryan Day. Gordon wins it. Broadnelli on his forehand. Another save made by Sinagra. We'll do it again. We'll do it again. New line. It's Gordon and Sonny Saporito. Gordon wins it. Broadnelli again. Deflected wide by Sinagra. Olmschneider on the forecheck. Goes back to the neutral zone. Turned over by Aiden Healy. And with speed is Dylan Krasko. Krasko couldn't get to his forehand. And James Gordon will gain possession. Over to Olmschneider. Matthew Olmschneider enters the zone. Olmschneider finding Gordon. Gordon has it. Spins around. Gordon losing it. 3-on-3 the other way. And trying to get too fancy with it. Here goes Gordon. Enters the zone. James Gordon. Wrister on net. Doesn't get home. Loose rebound. Kick save made. Sinagra. Griffin with a big hit. Spartans now. 3-on-4 the other way. Puck dumped in. Scalia. Poking it free. Goes back to Antonio Carpentieri. Off the boards, Robitaille. Pokes it forward, Robitaille will get it back. Whistle blown. I believe we have an offsides. 9:56 to go, 3-3 game. Face off on the left wing circle. Goes back to Robitaille. Over to Scalia. Scalia off the boards, McQuinney. McQuinney. Instead it goes back to Scalia. Has it at the red line. Scalia dumps it way down. Off the boards. To Lopano. Instead it's Griffin. Griffin. Back to Robitaille. Robitaille. Griffin. Griffin. Low slot. Griffin cross ice, nothing there. Scalia on the follow, nothing. Back to Robitaille. Scalia, left wing. In front, Griffin. Griffin shot, save made. Sinagra. 9:21 to go. Sonny Saprito and Wyatt Condon. Saprito wins it. This is Leonard. Leonard has 2 goals. Leonard shot. McLeod with the save. Leonard's giving McLeod trouble. It wasn't from the spot he scored. He scored right at the face of that Devils logo in the right wing circle twice back in the first. 9:13 to go, we're tied at 3. On the face-off, Sonny Saprito. Devs win it. It's back to Logan Nestor. Nestor enters the neutral zone. Unable to keep it in. 2-on-1 the other way. Shot of McLeod way wide. Now it's behind his net. That was Dylan Krasko. Goes back to the Burlington blue line. Off the boards, Condon trying to gain possession. And it's loose, still loose. Olmschneider couldn't find it. Stoneham finds it. It's Dante Guareno. Robitaille. Off the boards. McElroy. Olmschneider. Olmschneider has it. Olmschneider getting on his forehand in front. Gordon! Score! What a goal, James Gordon! Devs take the lead! A work of art from Burlington's top forward line. Gordon and Olmschneider. 4-3. What a goal. Olmschneider right off the face-off win. Trying to take another one.
Burlington goal scored number 10, James Gordon.
Keeping the puck down here is Michael Bannister. Goes back to Ryan Day. Keeping it down there is Bannister. Here's Gordon. Gordon on his forehand. Gordon shot. And shoulder save made. Puck tipped up, hits the ceiling. Just enough of it keeps the puck down here. 7:53 to go, 4-3. Be to the left of Jack Sinagra. Tulipano on his forehand shot. Save made. That was Ryan McQuinney on the follow. McQuinney on the draw. McQuinney wins it against Tommy Aria. Here come the Spartans, poked free by Scalia, and couldn't get it to his forehand is Dylan Krasko. The Devs take control from the blue line. Poking it forward, Joey Wilson, and the Spartans just dump the puck down. We'll have icing. No, we won't. Scalia up to McQuinney. McQuinney too far forward. Scalia trying to get it. He won't. Instead, it'll be Griffin. Loose in front of McLeod. Scalia dangerous. Trying to fight for control. It goes to Tulipano. Tulipano off the boards, past nothing there. Behind his own net, Andrew Puglisi. Stolen away by Scalia. Tulipano on the forecheck, stick checking. And boxed out by Shanahan. Loose in front of McLeod, it rattles, nearly rolled home. Stuck in that left corner now. The Spartans keeping it down here, nothing. Off the boards, over the stick of Ryan Day. 6:23 to go. Here come the Spartans. Cosmo Ciccarello up to Puglisi. Spin move by Michael Taranto, nothing. Stoneham keeps in the zone. Burlington immediately exits. Back to the neutral zone. 6 minutes to go in the game. Trying to tip it forward is Nestor. With no luck, Nestor goes back way behind McLeod, where Aiden Healy has it. Healy to Nestor. On Broadnelli, it's loose, and McLeod ends that. 5:38 to go, 4-3 game. What a game this has been. Sonny Saporito. And James Gordon. Gordon wins it. Saporito around the net, nothing there. Olmschneider gains control. Olmschneider just high enough where it didn't hit the roof. And the Spartans try to gain into the zone. They do. They dump the puck in. Goes back to Robitaille. Robitaille finds Olmschneider. Shot on that way wide. On the forehand, McLeod found it. And we're going to have a whistle here. 5:11 to go in the period. Five minutes to find a winner. Burlington up 4-3. Up 2-0, down 3-2, now up 4-3. It's Gordon and Puglisi. And Gordon wins it. Back to Robitaille. Robitaille. Broadnelli. Broadnelli enters. Finds Gordon. Gordon gets it poked away by Puglisi. Broadnelli gains control. Broadnelli couldn't find Olmschneider in the low slot. Cross ice pass, Scalia is there. Scalia keeps it in the Burlington zone. And Scalia with a quick line change. Gordon tries to keep it in, goes back to Healy. Healy dumps it down. Here come the Spartans. Tip three, given away. It's Tulipano. Tulipano shot blocked. Rebound loose, way wide. Put back again. Nick Tulipano, the bank shot. 5-3. A little trickery from Tulip. And that might be the dagger. All started with the forecheck from McQuinney. And Tulip with the bank shot. .420 to go, 5-3. Stoneham fans wanted an icing before the goal, didn't get it. Now Spartans looking to respond quickly. Shot whistle blows before the shot. Face-off will be in the left wing circle. 4:04 to go, 5-3 Burlington. And Stoneham wins the draw. One-man band, it's McQuinney. McQuinney, nothing. It'll be Ryan Day to get it. Finds Dylan Krasko. Krasko off the board, stolen by Tulipano, dumps it in. Spartans have it now. Goes back to Carpenteri. Carpenteri off the boards. Nearly stolen away. Here is Bryce Leonard. Leonard, cross ice. Two-man game, nothing. Tulipano, 1-on-2. Tulipano waits. Tulipano on the shot. Save made, loose change, no one there. Ryan Day cleans it up. Over to Sonny Saporito. Behind the back goes Condon. Trying to find McElroy. Condon has it again. Condon way back around for no one. It'll be McElroy on the forecheck. McElroy, big hit. That's what he always does. Here come the Spartans the other way. 2-on-2. On the left wing circle. Trying to center himself. He does. Shot on McLeod. Way too high. And puck cleared by Healy. No icing here. 2:40 to go. On the forecheck, it's Broadnelli. Broadnelli, great forecheck. James Gordon as well is over there. Stolen away by Gordon. Puts it in the corner. And Olmschneider got a stick on it. And he still nearly has it. Goes back to Christian Mendez. Mendez off the stick of his own teammate Taranto. Healy around to Broadnelli. And two teammates run into each other. Shot nowhere close. Behind the net. To Broadnelli. Broadnelli cross ice. Olmschneider, what a move. Olmschneider to Gordon, a little too far in front. Off the boards, it's Scalia. Under 2 minutes to go. Scalia. Griffin. Griffin. In the corner. Still loose at the boards. Picked up by Robitaille. Finds Scalia. Scalia dumps it in. Pushed aside. This is McQuinney. McQuinney at the circle, nothing. Tulipano on the forecheck. Griffin nearly stole it away. McQuinney off the boards. Finds Carpentieri. Goes all the way down, no icing. Stoneham not choosing to pull a goalie here. Goes back at the left wing, circle, nothing. Off the boards. Jake Griffin dumps it down. Stoneham one last breath, under a minute. Goes to Carpentieri. Carpentieri outbodied by McElroy. And Scalia sends it down. On the forecheck was Shanahan. Still dumped down. Net is empty. 34 seconds to go. 6 on 5 with the pulled goalie. Here goes Guarino. Guarino has nothing. It's Robitaille behind the net with 22 seconds. Robitaille off the boards, down the ice. Will it be icing? Yes. 14.4 to go. 5-3, net empty. Burlington will move to 4-1. Stoneham 1-4. If this holds. Both teams coming off shutout victories. McLeod, 2 periods he shut out Stoneham. This and the second. Face off won by the Spartans. Back to the blue line, off the boards, back around. And this will wrap it up in that corner. The Devs win an impressive one. 5-3 your final. Here 2 days after Christmas. Brady Costas, always a pleasure. On camera, a little bit of, just a tiny bit of commentary there. 4-1 Burlington, 1-4 Stoneham. That wraps it up for Brady Costas and Burlington Cable Access Television. I'm Anthony Matos saying so long and bye for now. Burlington wins this one, 5-3.